believe we're recording. How many folks watched or tried to watch? Yay. So it works, and the link is easy to find, and cool. So you may want to just make sure you're able to watch the video just in the event that you need to one of these days. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, this is going to be kind of challenging. I'm not sure I can write this small, but I'll try. Looking at figure 2 there, that's the one we're going to start with. It says find the area of region R under that quartic between x equals -1 and x equals 2. It's all shaded there for you, just the area between this curve and the x-axis. Okay? So to do that, and to do most of these areas that we're going to do today, I'm going to give you a really easy formula. What you're going to always do is top minus bottom. Okay, and it'll work for you every time. And what that'll ensure is that you never come out with a negative area. Okay, so I'm going to integrate, and I'm going to integrate this quartic. Y, oh, that's an x, Tammy. Let me try again. Here we go. X to the 4th minus 2x cubed plus 2. That's the top. That's the top of this area. And you may say, well, there really isn't a bottom. Eventually we'll get two curves, and there'll be a bottom curve too. But right now we're just going to use the x-axis. So my bottom, in the case of this particular picture, is 0, minus 0. Okay, so let's go ahead and integrate this. Fairly easy. 1/5 x to the 5th minus 2. I'll make this x to the 4th times a 4th plus 2x. And let me get my limits of integration on here. They should be -1 and 2. There we go. And over here I can reduce. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in now. So I have 1/5 times 2 to the 5th minus 1/2 times 2 to the 4th plus 2 times 2. That's the first half. Okay, big parentheses. Here we go with the ones. 1/5 times -1 to the 5th minus half -1 to the 4th plus 2 times -1. What? These two? Well, they have different denominators though. So here I have 32/5, and here I have 16/2 and 4. And we'll take this minus sign through at the same time if I can. Here, that's a -1/5 in there, right? So I can turn it positive with a negative outside. Over here, this one's just plain old -1/2, so I'm going to make it +1/2. And lastly, plus 2. Let's make sure you're okay with that. So far, so good? Okay, so let's add all the fifths up. Let's see, I have 33/5, right? 33/5. I have negative 15 halves, and I have 6. That look right? And then I can do tenths and I'll be done. 66 tenths, and I'll make this a tenth also. 15 times 5. What? And here 60 tenths. So that'll give me 126 tenths minus 75 tenths. And we should have, yep, I think it's going to work, 51 tenths. Any questions? Okay. And they won't all be by hand either. I'll show you some nifty calculator stuff as well. Let's come on down here to this one. This is very similar. Although remember, if we were just doing a plain old integral and weren't necessarily finding area, this would be negative area, but now we're actually finding the area officially, so it won't ever be negative. So what I want to do here is integrate this region from negative 2 to 3. And I have to do top minus bottom. What's the top this time? 0 minus the bottom, which I better put in parentheses here, looks like 1/3 x squared minus 4. Let me take that negative sign through. Negative 1/3 x squared plus 4. Okay, let's integrate. Negative 1/3 out front, and 1/3 x cubed, and 4x. Good so far? Okay, let's just go ahead and plug in. Negative 1/9 will be out front, times 3 cubed, plus 4 times 3. And I'll do parentheses here for the negative 2's, negative 1/9 again. Negative 2 cubed plus 4 times negative 2. Another kind of ugly. The very first one, though, is going to be nice. That's actually negative 27/9, right? Which is negative 3 plus 12. This guy here, not as nice, will be positive 8/9. Right? I'm going to make him negative because of that minus sign. Okay? Alright, and this is negative 8, which I'm going to make a positive. There we go. So, numbers-wise, what do I have here? 17 minus 8/9. And 17 times 9, I think, is 153 minus 8/9, which will be 145/9. And like I said, they are not all going to be by hand. Not even close. In fact, most of them are going to be via the calculator. Okay, and I think we'll do the calculator right now before we get too much farther. Okay, so if you have your calculator with you, I'm going to go back to number 1. And what I'm going to do on the calculator is wake it up first. Go to my y equals screen. Maybe. It's not listening to me now. And it just worked a moment ago. Why don't you want to listen? I'll do it this way. Okay, we'll go to the y equals screen and go ahead and plug in your function. Oopsie. Oopsie. Okay. And then second quit out of there. And then go to Math 9. And go ahead and put your limits of integration in there. Okay, you know how this works. Put in vars y vars. And dx. And that should be what we got for the first one, 51/10. Okay, if that did not come out correctly for you, I would go back and check your y1. Something's wrong with your y1. Okay, how we doing? Okay, hey Katie, can I ask you a favor? Yeah. You go in that white box on the top of that cabinet right there. Yep, and grab me the mouse out of there. Yep, thank you. Nicole will attest though, this actually worked via the calculator. Right, oh, now it's working.
Do you want more?
No, just him.
Alright.
Thanks, now it's working again suddenly.
I do have a question though. Do you have another answer sheet and a summary?
Thanks.
Or not?
Yes.
It's in that folder?
It's in the manila folder, I do believe. Okay, everybody good with this one now? Alright, let's go to the